Hey guys, it's Mason, and today I'm bringing you a short little video on our Electron Pro V2 Bear Kit, talking about the setup and connections to make everything work. So we have three things that don't come with the unit that you will need to provide, and that is a power source. So it comes with the power cable, but you need to be able to plug it in. You need good, clean, dry, compressed air for the system, because that's what it uses to push powder around. And then you need a good ground rod to hook your system to. So the system comes with a ground strap, but it does not come with a ground rod, obviously, so you have to put your own ground rod in and then connect it to that. Besides that, let's go ahead and get into everything else as far as the setup and connection. Here's a quick overview of what everything looks like connected. So let's get into it. So our power cable that I mentioned, one end will plug into a wall, 120 volts, and then the other end will plug in right here. You have a Phillips head that you tighten it down so it doesn't come off. Our ground, so here is the ground lug. It comes with a little hole in it that you can use to tighten it down, and what that's supposed to go to is your ground rod. So what we have is this wire right here is ran to our ground rod, and then we just have this ground bar here that we hook all our systems to. And then our air, our clean, dry, compressed air, comes in right here, plugs into our filters to refilter it again, and then go throughout the system. To start on all the connections for the gun, there's three of them. You have your rinsing air, your powder hose, and your gun cable. Our gun cable plugs in the bottom left of the gun here, where it says gun. Bottom left of the controller here, where it says gun. That will go to the very front of your gun, so you can't really actually remove this. This just stays with the gun. Right here is your rinsing air, so you can control it with this little flow valve. It doesn't take very much at all, actually, but this runs all the way to the back of the gun here, back of the handle. And then our powder hose, so our powder hose we push onto this barb, and then the other end will push on to the barb on our pump right here. For our air, you can see we have a red and a blue line. They go to their designated spot, blue to blue, red to red. This line goes all the way to our pump. And on our pump side, we have to put these QDs on. So these QDs will be in your spare parts bag. How you put them on is they separate right between this piece and this piece. And then you're gonna take them off. You're going to push the spring guard over the tubing first, push the tubing onto the barb fitting that's on here, and then tighten down the spring guard. That creates the nice connection so they don't come loose or leak. Then you just push them over the pump, blue to blue, red to red. Our pump will sit on top of our hoppers if you have a bear kit, or it'll sit on top of your pickup tube. There's a couple O-rings on here, creating a nice snug seal. So you see them there. Sometimes these will break. That may cause leaks, but again, just push it right in here. Maybe twist as you go. Can't really do it with one hand. But yeah, it'll sit right on top of your hopper there. For our fluidization for the hopper, it's from this line here. This line plugs in to our QD there. So if this isn't already on, you may have to put this on just like how you did with these for this black 6mm, and then it plugs in right there. If you follow this black fluidization line over, and here is our fluidization control. So we have our air coming in, we have our main filter and regulator for the system. Just set it between the green, and then this is the air, this is the air into our system. So the orange line into our main air there, and this is the fluidization. So what we do is we set it in the green, and then we fine tune it using this flow valve. This allows us to have more control over how much air we're sending into our small hoppers, because sometimes you need more control because of how small these hoppers really are, because you don't want to over fluidize them. So that is pretty much it. The systems aren't too complicated. Everything's pretty self-explanatory, but I thought I'd help you guys out with this short little video. But if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to help any of you guys out. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.